Good morning. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining today. As always, please practice according to your abilities, your condition, and respect to limitations. There are plenty of variations and also modifications to suit different levels. If you know the variations, I invite you to go ahead and do them, but don't feel obliged to do everything I do, okay, or follow my cues for all the different variations. Remember, the practice is an offering, and what we're doing is to end affecting everybody. So we want to make sure that we're delivering the best experience possible. So on that note, let's begin. Sit tall and straight. Close the eyes. Go within. We'll begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine you're becoming one with all beings everywhere. At the moment of creation, this divine essence that we call God became part of all living beings everywhere. This divine spark is equally present in all forms throughout the endless universe. Tune your mind to the supreme divine consciousness that is within and all around us. Om Namah Shivaya mantra. I bow to the inner light. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering and enjoy this practice to our senses. May we always have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other, only ever peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. To make this practice even more meaningful, more powerful, and even better than meditation, renounce all the fruits. Think of this as your divine obligation to all beings everywhere. So let's do the mantra for purification, to purify the space, the grounds, and all the psychic channels within. If you don't know it, just move your lips and just allow the sounds to wash over you. Imagine you're channeling the Guru through your voice and the Guru singing through you, you derive all the benefits all the same. If you do know it, try to do it in a single breath. You would do it 3 times, and then try as well to do it with conviction and volume, so it can be heard by all the subtle bodies within and all around. Om pavitraha pavitra va sawa vashtanga topi va yaha smarit pandrikaksham sabahya bihantraha sjihi. Om pavitraha pavitra va sawa vashtanga topi va yaha smarit pandrikaksham sabahya bihantraha sjihi. Om pavitraha pavitra va sawa vashtanga topi va yaha smarit pandrikaksham sabahya bihantraha sjihi. So let's do a few rounds of purifier pranayama. Imagine all the purifying effects going up through the body, up the spine to the crown. On the exhale, imagine you're expelling all the impurities out. Impurities reside at all levels, physical, mental, and the spiritual plane. So we just imagine we're just expelling them all. Remember that the main purifier is the adherence to yama and niyama, the ethical rules and the observances. So for this technique, for the inhale, it's for 4 counts through both nostrils. The breath retention is for 12. Since it's more than 10 counts, we try to engage the throats in root lock. For the root lock, contract the buttocks, push the belly button in front of the spine. Imagine you're lifting the pelvic floor up towards the navel. For the throat lock, as you inhale, you want to raise the chest, fill up the lungs. So when it comes time for the hold, you can bring your chin down on the chest without hunching your back. So keep your back straight. The tip of the tongue to the mouth behind the teeth will seal off the lock, and the attention is at the space between the eyebrows. For the exhale, out through the left side, and empty the lungs and release the locks at that point while you're exhaling. So let's begin. Left hand in Jnana Mudra, the Mudra consciousness on the left knee. Right hand, second, third fingers fold down towards the palm. This is Vishnu Mudra. When you turn the palm towards you, it's no longer Vishnu Mudra. But we use the thumb for the right nostril, right ring finger for the left, for plugging the nose. Okay, so let's begin by breathing out all the air from the lungs. And then begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. Hold the attention at the space between the eyebrows. 2, 3. Jalandhara Bandha Mula Bandha. 4, 5. Throat lock and root lock. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out to the left side slowly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale through both nostrils. 3, 4. Hold. Everything stops. All the mind activity, the emotions, and the body as though they're frozen. 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out to the left side. 3, 4, 5. Continue the exhale. 7, 8. Again, inhale. 3, 4. Hold for 12. Exhale out through the left side evenly and steadily. Empty lungs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale. Hold. If the mind starts to wander, be unconcerned, unjudging. Just keep bringing your mind back to the space between the eyebrows, the seat of divine perception. Exhale out through the left side. And one more. Inhale. 3, 4. Hold for 12. And exhale through the left. Take a moment to just observe the state of the body, the mind, and emotions. Whatever you observe, be unconcerned, be unjudging. The true self is actionless, unaffected, and always there, eternally. So now, let's just do a little bit of stimulation of the chakras. These are centers of consciousness. There's 7 main ones along the center, the central psychic channel, Sushumna Nadi. So we're taking our attention to those different centers of consciousness. There's a color associated with each one. You can focus on the color at that area as well. And then there's 2 sets of tones done call and response. Imagine you're opening up those centers of consciousness. They're like gates for the energy to flow up. It's said that when the energy reaches a crown, then it may trigger divine bliss. But it all comes back down to always being observance of the ethical rules. That is what will trigger that flow of energy upwards. Start at the base of the spine, at the Muladhara chakra. Color is red there. Lam, 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 lam. Repeat. Lam, 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 lam. Next, go to the sacral chakra, Svadhisthana. The color is orange. Vam, 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 vam. Vam, 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 vam. Next, the navel chakra, Manipura. The color is yellow. Ram, 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 ram. Ram, 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 ram. Next, Anahata. The color is green, the heart chakra. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. The throat chakra next. The Vishuddha, the color is blue. Hum, 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 hum. Hum, 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 hum. Now, Agya, the third eye chakra, the color is indigo. Om, 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 om. Om, 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 om. And finally, the crown chakra. The color is violet, Sahasrara. One long sustained Om. Just allow the sound to ride the breath. Imagine all beings are experiencing the vibrations and the sound through us. Inhale. Again. Again, be like the witness, watching the body, the mind, the emotions. Stay in this mindset throughout the practice of the witness. Tap into the witness always. And eventually you lose the identification with the ego. The body, the mind, and the emotions, remember, are not the true self. Anything you can perceive is not the true self. This will celebrate the way that that divine essence within is present in all beings through the forms. Let's come to standing. Oops. Okay, so let's begin with some warm-ups. Prepare the body for the practice. Hands start on the hips and then circle the head, moving the head first. Try to get your ears to the shoulders, the chin to the chest, the back of the head to the top of the back. And go in the opposite direction now. Take the head around and around. Good. And now the right arm circles backwards. Make as though you're winding up to throw a ball. You can always use your left hand to support and turn your body with the arm to if you have any shoulder issues. Go forward now. And then the other arm. Go forward. Bring both arms up over the head. Take hold of the opposite elbows. Bend to the left. And then go to the right. Pulse a few times on each side. Left again. And then to the right. And turn to the left. And to the right. Little circles over the head to start. And neck and shoulders are also moving first. And circles get larger. The upper back. Our chest coming into the front. And perhaps the whole torso. Circles. Allow the body to hinge at the hips. The forearms brush across the top of the feet. And pull back up. Go in the opposite direction. Start again small. Imagine all those who are experiencing this practice through us. So try to avoid going to a place of pain, suffering, and anxiety. That's not what we want to share. Larger, and then finally, if you again feel up to do so, the whole torso can circle. Trace large circles over the body like the arms of a windmill. And then coming back up. Release the arms. From here, shake out the wrists. Move the fingers very, very rapidly. Feel as though you have no control over the hands and you're shaking water off the hands and moving all by themselves. Up and down like the wings of a hummingbird. And then the arms drop by the sides of the body. Continue to move the trunk, the head flying in all the directions, the shoulders shaking, the arms like heavy ropes hitting the body. And then start to slow it down. Good. Bring the feet back together. Calisthenics, jumping jacks. You can always modify by, if you can't jump, you can do this type of thing. And conclude. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, soften everything. Take the arms out to the side. You can always bring your left hand to a wall if you like. Right leg swings back and forth. Work the hip joint. Flex the foot so you don't stub your toes on the ground. Feels a little leg like a pendulum swinging out of control. And then the other leg. Try to get your knee to the shoulder. Maybe at some point the toes might even come to the back of the head. And then conclude. The feet come back together, arms by sides of the body. Inhale, lift the arms up. The heels come up as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come back down. 2, 3, 4. Lower the heels slowly so you don't hit the ground heavily. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to move in a way that doesn't disrupt the calmness of the mind. 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay in the same temperament throughout the practice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back down. Try not to allow the heels to hit the ground heavily. 3. Control the descent. 5, 6, and one more. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the position. Reach up even higher if you can. And then come back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tip the head down in a gesture of humbleness. And stay in this humble mindset throughout the practice. Let go of all expectations, for these are a form of mental attachment that ultimately leads to pain and suffering. So now let's come to the front of the mat. Continue our warm-ups with Surya Namaskara. Hands to the heart. Imagine the light and the warmth of the sun shining down on you. Infuse yourself with that light and warmth. Think of it as a wisdom and a love of God. And we share it with all beings through the practice. Raise your arms up over the head, arch back. Come forward and down. Bend your knees if you need to bring your hands on the ground. Right foot back. Lower down the knee, drop down to the seat. Push the hips all the way forward. Come into your high plank. The knees come down, the seat goes back behind the heels, and glide between the arms. Turn the fingers out a little bit, pull the elbows in towards the sides of the body, and come up. Take the head back. 2 more times. Take the seat back and glide through the arms. Modify as you need to. You might need to come into a different way to get into the pose. Do according to your condition. Take the seat back. For instance, you can come up into baby plank and drop your hips down. All is perfect. Just do your best. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift the seat, allow the head come down towards the ground below the arms. Now the right foot forward. If you can't take the step forward easily, take your left knee down first. The right foot, if it doesn't make it all the way, just use your right hand to push it forward. And then the feet come together, belly on the thighs, head back. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. Hands back to the heart. Go up and back. Don't worry too much about the breath. Smooth the body in a way that allows the breath to remain steady and uniform. Left foot back. Just move the body. The breath will follow and deliver more power and ease to the movements. High plank, knees down, the seat goes back. Again, come between the arms. Roll the shoulders down and back. Telescope your neck out of the shoulders. The head can move back a little bit more. And then take the seat back 2 more times. Come forward. Put yourself in the body of what you're representing. Imagine having that boundless range of motion like the serpent. Take the seat back, come forward. Embody all the qualities as well. Be regal and wise, fierce and fearless. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take the seat up, soften the line in the back. 3 times blessed, those can imitate the forms on all levels. And then the left foot forward. Copy them physically, mentally, and spiritually. Uttanasana. Come all the way up to standing, reach up and back. And come back home, hands to the heart. Raise your arms up, stretch the whole front of the body. And then hinge at the hips, fold the body in half. Right foot goes back into the plank. Down with the knees, the seat back. Again, come forward 3 times. See yourself in a practice you're trying to attain. With constant practice, anger, determination, adherence to ethical rules especially, you make rapid progress. Come forward again. And back. Show some enthusiasm in the practice so that the guru that you're doing the practice for, that taught you so much, is more apt to to share even more knowledge. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift the seat, allow the head to go down, and then the right foot comes forward. So when you're coming, if you're taking a big step forward, try and bring the shoulders forward over the fingertips so the foot doesn't land with a big heavy thump. Feet together. Try to avoid the heavy footfalls and anything again that'll distract the mind. Hands back to the heart. Go up and back. Move gracefully between the forms, transition seamlessly, like you're doing the Van dance of devotion. The left foot goes back into the plank, down to the knees. The seat goes back and glide between the arms 3 times. Again, take the seat back. Come forward, pull at the floor, like you're trying to pull the floor towards the body. And this may propel your body forward with more power and ease. One more time. Creep forward, take the shoulders back, the head goes back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Make the body look like a slide at the playground. Belly towards the thighs, the head towards, maybe even right on the ground. And then the left foot comes forward. Feet together, Uttanasana. Bow down in his own humbleness. Come all the way up to standing. Salute. Hands back to the heart. Every posture has a particular consciousness. Tap into it. Reach up and back. Come forward. A gesture of humbleness here. Humility. The right foot back. The heart open, that gaze up. A gesture of adoration and surrender into high plank. Knees, chest, forehead to the ground. Come through. This time as your hips come to your hands, lift your hips and knees away from the ground. Up into upward facing dog. You can bend the toes under here. If you can move the body a little bit. Pulse. Try not to create a big fold across the lower back. Telescope your trunk out of the hips, the neck out of the shoulders. I want to look like a dog howling at the moon. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift the seat here, pulse as well. Try to get your heart closer to the ground without bending your arms. Try to get your forehead to the ground. If you're very flexible, maybe the nose and the chin will come down eventually. Look like a dog stretching its back. Heels pressed down towards the earth as well. Now the right foot comes forward to the hands. Feet together, Uttanasana. And come up. Hands back to the heart. Engage the buttocks and the upper back as you go back into Hasta Uttanasana. Hinge at the hips. Fold the body down in half. Left foot goes back into the plank. Ashtanga Namaskara, the knees, chest, forehead down. Coming through between the arms, upward facing dog again. This time, transition if you can 3 times from upward to downward. Let's go around your back, tuck your chin in, sink the heart between your shoulder blades, and come forward again. Roll over your toes. Imagine you're trying to push the heart right between the shoulder blades. Push your shoulders back. The chest comes forward, right through the center of the chest. The other way again. Round your back. Soften the line in the back. Come forward again. Roll over your toes. Push the belly button towards the front of the spine. Into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And back. One final time. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Stay here for a moment. Embody the loyalty of the dog to its master. Be loyal yourself to serving others through the practice. And then the left foot comes forward. Anjalyasana. Feet together, Uttanasana. And right up we go. Hasta Uttanasana. Hands back to the heart. Let's add on. Raise your arms up. Stretch. As you come down, bend your knees. Your belly lands on your thighs. Join your hands and pull them all the way up over your shoulders if you can. If your right hand perfectly straight, sit down to here. Bring your forehead to your shin. Chest going away. And the right foot goes back. Both way down. If you can, bring your arms up. If you can't, have your hands together because your shoulders, keep them apart. But you try to get your arms behind the ears. Rock your shoulders back. Drop your shoulders. Allow the head to go back. Push your lower back up and in. Lean away from front leg. And break the pose. Come back into your high plank. You can do the same entry into upward facing dog, or if you want, you can come down one line from the heels to the top of the head, hovering just above the ground. Push into your hands, upward facing dog. Do a course according to your strength. Be careful of your joints. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Sometimes it's good to not always do the same thing. Work the joints in different ways. Now, the right leg goes up. Lift the left heel. So you can get your head down.
If you can, if you need to, you can bring your left forearm down. Now push the left heel down to the ground. Keep on trying to raise the right leg up as high as you can. Pick up the head, look between the hands, the foot comes forward. Back knee down, and then reach up and back, Kapiyasana. Pull the arms back. Curve your spine each time you come to the pose. Try for a little bit more curve. Keep your arms straight. So think of a crescent moon. There's no discontinuities along the curve. Nice smooth lines, no sharp angles. Break the pose, hold the breath, the belly comes onto your thighs, your hands behind your back. Left foot comes forward to meet the right. Uttanasana. Try to get your seat up in line with your heels. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. And back home, Pranayama. Go up and back. See the body moving all by itself. Bend your knees, your belly on your thighs. Push your seat all the way up. Top of the head almost touching your feet. Left foot goes back. Lower the knee, Kapiyasana. Raise your arms up, express love and devotion and compassion, and express compassion towards yourself in all the forms. Remember, try to practice in a way that feels good to you so that it feels good to all beings. Stretch. Good. And now come back into your high plank. Any entry you like into upward facing dog. Ashtanga Namaskara, knees, chest, forehead down. If you want, Chaturanga, lowering just about hovering above the ground by an inch, through into upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now the left leg comes up this time. Lift the right heel, see if you can get your head closer to the ground. You have to push into the ground as though you're trying to push the floor away. And then lower the right heel down. Feel stretching the back of the leg, the right leg, the front of the left leg. You can bring the right forearm down again if you like. And pick up the head. Bring the left foot forward softly, noiselessly between your hands. Kapiyasana. This hand mudra, Kali mudra, representing the fierceness and fearlessness of Kali. Embody all her qualities. Stretch. And now break the pose. Swing your hands behind the back. Hold the breath, the belly on your left thigh, and the right foot comes forward quietly. Uttanasana. Come right up. Surrender yourself to the divine grace. Surrender yourself for service. Hands to the heart. And now we do that same variation. This time, flow from one pose to the next. Like a shapeshifter, moving effortlessly between the forms. As though in your dreams, quietly. Uttanasana, the right foot goes back. Kapiyasana. Raise arms up, drop your shoulders, go all the way back as far as you can, and then break the pose. Hands down, step back into high plank. Other entry to explore perhaps if you have the strength, pick the seats back, turn the fingers out, and see if you can come forward without touching your legs or the hips to the ground in between. An upward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right leg up, send the foot between the hands immediately. Seat right close to front heel, reach up and back with the hands, take them behind the head if you can, and then belly on your thighs, right, the hands come back together behind the back, Uttanasana. Push your body into your thighs. Come right up. And then back, and one more. Raise your arms up. Go forward. Bury your mind deep in the heart. Watch the body move with more power, grace, and ease. The left foot goes back. Kapiyasana. Go back. Imagine your radiant crescent moon radiating in light to all beings. Into your high plank. And then through we go into upward facing dog or down, depending which one we're doing. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Push into your hands. Take your seat all the way back, the head down. Left foot goes up. And bring the foot between the hands. Right again into Kapiyasana. Take the arms back. Shine your heart. And then to all beings, hands behind the back, the feet come together, Uttanasana. Try to get your seat in line with your heels, the face to the shins. Come right up to standing. Look up and back. And then land the hands back at the heart. Take pause here. From the heart, inhale the love from the heart up to the crown. Hold the breath. Imagine a love going out to all beings everywhere, just like the sun that shines down on everything equally. Exhale back down to the heart. Remain established in divine, unconditional love for all. And release. So let's continue with some poses now. Balance sequences to begin. Standing on the left foot first. Take hold of the right heel. From the inside, the thumb behind the heel, bring the leg out to the side. Maybe it looks like a letter T, your fingers and toes on the same line at the same height, or maybe like a letter Y. If it comes up higher, lean towards the left a little bit. Exude the grace and the poise of a ballet dancer. You're very flexible. There's other things you can do. You can take the left hand to the foot, bring the foot in close, and bring the foot all the way up, right close to the head. So this is another one you can do. If you're less flexible and you can't stretch the leg out, you can hold underneath the knee. You can also stand with your back against the wall. All right, so now let's transition to another form. Take your knee in, close to your shoulder, lean back, bend your left knee a little bit, anchor down to the left foot. You can stay here. If you have good balance, you can extend your leg forward. Lean back like you're lying on the table on your back. Look towards the toes. You can even take your arms out to the side. And then press into your left foot, come back. Try it on the other side. So you can stand with your side against the wall next time. Okay, so keep your hands at the heart, push your heart towards your thumbs, and you might be able to keep the balance better as opposed to having your arms out to the side. The wider you make yourself, the less control you have over your limbs. So stay compact if you need to. On the other foot now. Whatever height is suitable for your flexibility. If you fall, just come right back up again. No judgment, no concern, no disturbance of the mind. Again, if you want, you can take the foot in close to your towards you. Take the foot with your left hand and all the way up it goes if you have the flexibility. Really, ultimately, doesn't matter what the form looks like. The results, it's the effort and the intention behind the practice that's more important. Okay, so now from here, take the knee into your shoulder, lean back, sink your weight into your right foot, hands to the heart, and take your chest up, your shoulders back. You can keep your hands at the heart or arms out to the side. Break the pose. So charge the body, stand in Tadasana like a mountain, quiet and steady. Take a deep breath in from the base of the spine up to the crown, like from the base of the mountain up to the summit. Exhale back down to the base of the mountain. Be unshakable and immovable in your devotion to serving others. Next one. Come to the back of the mat. Hands behind the back. If it's too much for your shoulders, you can have the arms out to the side. Left foot forward, bend your left knee, and come up with your right leg. Straighten out the left leg once the foot's up. Try look like you're lying on a table. If your hands together, squeeze the palms together. Balancing T-pose. If you like, bend your left knee, come down a little bit more. Your head about the height of the knee, your right foot comes up higher. If you need to take your fingers to the ground, all good. Shoulders back, curve your back if you can. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, pull the shoulders back. Point the toes. Hands all the way up. Now from here, Release the hands. Left knee bends a little bit. Bend your left knee so you can get your belly on your thigh. The right leg comes up higher. If you're flexible, you can keep your legs straight. If it's too much for your hamstring, bring your right knee and bring your right knee up as high as you can. And then from here, take your right hand closer and closer to the foot until it's right beside it. Maybe you can take off the fingers one at a time until you're just on the index finger. Perhaps at some point you can even press your index finger on the inside of the right heel. Gaze beyond your toes. Now plant your hands down on either side of the foot. This is where we do our handstand practice. If you like, bend your knee, flex your foot, and then lift your heel up. Try to have your hands close to your foot so you're using more of your core. And when you jump, you have to control it so that you don't, if you jump too hard, you'll land all the way to the other side. If you like, you can come onto a wall. So I'll just do this first. So you can just lift your heel, and if you don't want the foot to leave the ground, push to the base of the toes. The more compact you are, the more easy it is to find a balance eventually. Push into the ground with the hands. Just keep on taking little hops just to warm up, and you can keep on doing that. If you're more advanced, you can bring your legs straight. You can also come to a wall. Do what you need to. And then come back down. Take a moment. Allow the head to just drop. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Roll your way up. Good. So going on the other foot now. So just before I do that, if you want to come to a wall next time, you can just bring yourself close enough to a wall or a chair, so the feet are close to the chair. You should have less than a leg distance between you and your wall or your chair, the seat of the chair. The foot comes about the height of the hip. You look at the wall, you can place the foot appropriately, and then you can take your heel and your toes up. Eventually it's just a ball of foot on the wall. If you keep pushing through the foot in front of you, behind your back, you'll be eventually maybe be able to come away from the wall. So for the next one, come to the back of the mat again, hands behind the back, join together, or hands apart, out to the sides, right foot forward, come into your airplane or your balancing T pose. If you need to keep your hands on the ground, still perfect. Remember what the purpose of the practice is. Offer up, see God in all the forms. Whatever you can manage is perfect. Bend your right knee. Bring your head down a little bit more. If you want the toppling tree, open up your palms by bending the wrists. Bring your left foot up as high as you can. Your shoulders back. Or like a gliding eagle, your arms are to the side. Just do the forms through all beings. Imagine you're becoming one with the being that you're representing. And now, the hands to the ground. Get ready for standing splits. And if you're flexible, you can keep your legs straight. Bend your right knee if you need to. Keep your belly with your thigh. The right hand comes to your foot. Index finger pressing on the outside of the heel of the right hand. Okay, or again, you can bend your left knee and just get your left knee up as high as possible. Eventually, bring your right hand right in close to the foot. Take off all but just the index finger, and maybe even eventually the index finger on the foot. The hip is right over the heel. Good. Now bring your hands down. Bend your left leg if you like. Flex the foot. Push through the roots of your toes. And again, just make sure your hands are not too far away from the foot. Every time your hands move out further, every time you jump, your foot might move away from your hands. And then this is where you have to exert more power to jump, and that's when you end up landing a little bit on your back or something. So push into the ground, control by using your core. Take a few hops as you need to, push off the roots of your toes and push into the ground. Practice a few more times. You can straighten your legs if you like. If you go over, make sure you keep your hands on the ground. So this is Dharma Ji likes to do that a lot to come into Urdhva Dhanurasana. So maybe 30 more seconds. Remember, you only have to lift your heel up off the ground. Just pulse up, try to get your shoulders over your fingertips. And this will prepare you. Okay, so eventually just keep going back and forth. When you get used to that, there's no more fear of landing, of falling. You know what to expect. Pushing the base of your fingers. And then come back down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slump like a rag doll. Keep your head heavy as you roll your way up. Charge the body. Turn the palms forward. Inhale, imagine the best coming all the way up through the spine to the crown. Exhale, send it everywhere throughout the body. Good. So we're going to go on and maybe we'll integrate another pose in a bounce pose and with the other standing poses. Turn to the right, face along edge of the mat. Step or jump your feet apart. Go to your left. Bend your left knee. Make sure your knee is not popping in. So make sure this kind of thing is not happening. Turn the knee out. Doesn't matter if you can't get too low. Just do the best you can. If you are flexible though, see if you can get your knee over the toes. Good trick. See if you can get your fingers to the ground when you swing your hand down. Eventually you might get to that height. Stretch through the arms. Now from here, Parsvakonasana. Again, depending where your hip is. If your hip is not too low, keep your forearm on the thigh, the right arm over the head. If you can, your hip is about the height of the knee or lower, bring the hand down to the ground. Straight line from the foot to the hand. So it's not a triangle. Sink your hip. Sink your seat. Look up to the hand. If you have flexibility, you can take the right hand behind the back. Open up the knee a little bit. Slip your hand in between your body and your thigh. And roll the thigh over. Roll the right shoulder back. Or take a bind. Left arm underneath the left leg. Join your hands just on the outside of the left thigh. Beside your seat, not around your seat. Now from here, lower the knee down. Okay, so from here, Kapiyasana. If you have any shoulder issues, you can keep your hands on your knee. Whoops, sorry. Okay. All right, sorry about that. Okay. And then drop your seat forward, hands up. If you can, rock your shoulders back. Kapiyasana. Keep your arms straight and long. If you have other variations, go ahead. You can take your hands to the back. If you press your thumb into the back of the knee, wrap your fingers around the outside of the knee, you might be able to have control of the foot coming up. Keep your seat all the way down towards the front heel so you have the good balance. And eventually, if you take your head back, your foot might find the head. And then you can take your hands to the foot, one or both. If that's not quite there, take your foot maybe into your crook of the arm. Bring your knee out to the edge of the mat, the right knee. Fingers come up towards your ear. And maybe that will be easier for your other hand to find it, to take the bind. Then push the foot away. If you're not quite there, just keep your left arm extended. Break the pose. The right foot comes back down. Move the left foot to the edge of the mat. Slide your left knee back, right knee back a little bit further. Try to get most of your thigh on the ground. If you're flexible, the hips come down. And then you can roll to the right onto your right forearm. Roll back to your left on your left forearm. And see if you can make your way down. If your hips are down, maybe the pelvis, the belly, and the chest will come down. So make sure your knee's not falling away from the body. This is why we move the foot out. Keep your knee close to the shoulder. The aim is to try to get your body lower than the knee. If you're not there quite yet, just stay in your hands and just keep on dropping your hips. Imagine you're doing a cobra. Telescope your head and chest forward. Eventually you might be able to, when your hips sink down lower, you might be able to get a little bit lower bit by bit. Those of you who are ready for the full pose, go ahead. Your chest on the ground, your chin on the ground. Those who want, your left arm can go over your foot, underneath your knee, and join your hands over your back. Be still like a lizard. Keep your gaze steady, unblinking like the lizard as well. Break the pose. Come back onto the hands. Slide your hips back. Not too far, just in line with your knee, left toes pick up. And then pull your body down on your leg. You can hold the heel or just have your hands on either side. The right foot can come to your left a little bit. Rest your belly on your thigh. Try get your shoulder just beside your knee. Right forearm maybe, and your left forearm eventually might come down as well. Feel free to stay there, or Hanumanasana. Bring your seat forward, move the right foot back in line with your knee, right knee, and then slide on your left heel. Pick up your toes on your left foot, bend the toes under on the back foot. Don't go too hard, too fast. Remember, go practice in a way that's aware that doesn't bring you into a place of pain. And maybe if you're all the way down, you can take your hands to the heart or over your heads. Do all the variations, any variation you know if you like. And this represents a leap that Hanuman took to rescue Sita. So see that in your mind. Break the pose. And it's as much of a leap of faith as it is a physical leap. Anything is possible. Just use your imagination. See yourself in a form. Eventually we'll be able to realize everything through our different experiences. The left foot, try to see if you can raise it up. If it comes up easily, it's in the right place. The leg should look like a box. Padi Vrita Palshokonasana. Right arm up, angle the toe and the knee towards the right. Push the knee out of the way so you can get your arm down. Eventually you might be able to get your arm down on the outside of the knee. Move your elbow in a little bit more. Left hand push into your right. And now you push the left hand down. At the same time, the belly comes up higher. Try to get over the thigh, the center of the chest, behind your thumbs. Take your left shoulder all the way back and turn the face and chest up. Keep pushing your left hip back, extending the head forward. If you want to take a bind, push your seat back a little bit. Make room. The elbow in the space underneath your leg. Use the left hand if you need to. Bring your fingers in towards the inside of the wrist. You can get your hand underneath the leg a little bit more easily. Left arm goes over your back. Join your hands underneath your belly and keep turning. If you want, take your knee up off the ground. Push through the heel of the right foot. Extend through the crown. Turn your face and chest all the way up. Good. Now from here, break the pose. Left hand comes in front of your left foot, right into Ardha Chandrasana. I better move back. Might be out of the line of the camera. Your hand about 14 or 16 inches in front of the right foot. Right leg goes up. If you can look down. The hip over the heel. Take your left hand to your heart. You can even bend your right knee. Maybe put your hand down on the ground first. And you can even bring your right knee in towards the belly so you can take the leg more easily, right above the ankle. And then push the foot out and back. And then you can start over with the left hand off the ground onto the heart, maybe even on the foot. Break the pose. Right foot comes back down and come all the way up to standing. So from here, jump 180 degrees or turn around. Go to the other side. Turn the right foot forward. Virabhadrasana, lean into it. Embody the steadfast devotion of the warrior, always ready to serve. Parsvakonasana. You can do this form here or the right hand on the ground if you like. Keep again the same line, so no discontinuities by pushing your hip up. Drop your hip a little bit and bring the left arm up. Shoulders back. Any binds you like to do, a half or full bind. Pull the body up a little bit. Slip your hand in between your body and your thigh. Roll the thigh out with your left hand, or take a full bind if it's possible. We'll have the chance to realize everything on the way to self-realization, so don't worry. What doesn't happen in this life, you just continue in the next one. Keep on the path. Have a strong desire for transformation and liberation. Now from here, break the pose. Turn forward, the back knee down. Drop your seat all the way forward. Curve your back. You can have your hands on the knee and lean away from the leg. Push your body back away from the leg. If you're ready, Kapiyasana, pull the arms up. Go back. Imagine index fingers going over the back toes. Feel free to stay here or work on the other forms. Again, thumb into the back of the knee. Use your hand to guide the foot up to the head. Lean back. See if you can tip your head back so you can get your head and your foot to meet. And if you can, take your other hand up, your right hand, the free hand up to meet it. The foot, to hold the foot to the head. And then the other hand. Or the swan. One of Dharma G's signature poses. Lean towards the foot, bring your fingers up towards the ear. You can start by bringing the arm up. Eventually, take it behind your head. On the right side, turn your wrist away, lock your fingers together, and push your foot away from your shoulder. Think of a swan's neck. There's no sharp angles anywhere along that curve of the neck. Break the pose. Prepare for Pristasana, lizard. Right foot moves out to the edge of the mat. Scooch, bounce your left knee back a little bit more, flatten out the toes. If your hips are low enough, fall onto your left forearm and roll back to the right. Both sides of your hips equally close to the ground. Make sure your heel is down, so it should not look like that. Okay, so the knee, back the knee in line with your heel, and try to come down. Bit by bit, imagine your hips are made of lead, or if there's a big weight sitting on top of your seat. Use your imagination to create visualizations that'll help you to come into the pose. Again, if you're flexible, your chest is already on the ground. The right arm can go over your foot, underneath your right knee from the outside, and over your back for the bind. Break the pose, coming back onto the hands. Push your seat back. About the line, in line with your knee, right foot comes up. Bring your toes of the left foot to the right a little bit. Bow down. You can rest your cheek on the inside of the shin. Take hold of the foot or keep your hands on either side of the heel. Imagine trying to get your chest below the knee. If this is easy for you and you're ready for Hanumanasana, then go ahead. Your toes come back in line with your left knee. Drop your seat all the way forward like you're doing a lunge again, and start to slide your right heel out. Sometimes it's easier to move forward so your foot is sliding on a slippery surface as opposed to your mat. And then see if you can pulse bit by bit, come down. Do it with care. If you're all the way down, Take whatever expression you want of the pose. Tune your mind to the mind of Hanuman, to the heart of Hanuman, the embodiment of love and devotion and courage. The qualities are already within. You just have to turn them on. Getting ready to break the pose now. If you're in Hanumanasana, lean forward, press into your fingertips, drag the right foot back, and move your right foot closer so that your legs look like a box. Do a little test of raising a foot, and then go into your Parivrita Paskanasana. Left arm goes up and then over to the right, down. So try not to stay here with your body hiding behind your leg and your hands at the shoulders. Keep on pushing down into your hands until the body comes up higher, and then the center of the chest can find its way behind your thumbs. Roll the right shoulder all the way back, turn the face and chest up. Sometimes if you want to take the bind, it's easier to take the back knee up off the ground first, so you have lots of space underneath for the arm to go under. It's not obstructed by the back leg. But you still have to turn to the right quite a bit. Keep your balance by pressing through the base of the toes, pushing out through the left heel. And then you might be able to take your bind more easily. Do different things, experiment, practice, practice, practice. Always with no attachment to the result though. Always with the intention of offering up your efforts. Break the pose, come back into high plank. Vasisthasana, I'll do it this way. On your left hand first. Move your left hand to the right. Just spin on your feet. If your hips are sagging and your shoulders you're sinking into your shoulder, bring your left knee down and do it from here. Be careful of your joints. Come back. Go on the other hand now. Keep your hips forward, your hips high, straight line from the foot to the head and from hand to hand. And then back, lower your knees down. Sit either on your heels and then move your hands back as far as you can, or if you have the flexibility, Supta Virasana, you separate the feet so your hips can come between your heels and then come down. Perhaps tilt the hips forward. You can bring your hands, your elbows down, maybe even hold back on the ground. Take a deep breath onto your left. Exhale, sink the back body down. Feel heavy through the seat. And if your back's on the ground, feel everything sinking into the ground. Now, make your way back. Press into your heels, tuck your chin in, and then make your way back up. One more round of Vasisthasana. If you have a variation this time, you can go ahead. If you're on your knee, for instance, you're standing on the left hand first. If you're on a knee, raise the right leg up if you like. Take the foot back, and you can kick into your hand. Try to pull the leg back, foot back as far as possible. If you're doing it from here, lots of things you can do. Raise the right leg up. Bring the right knee to the thigh. Push just your foot right close to your knee into your thigh and lift your hip up. Or turn on the left foot, spin on the left foot, and move the right foot back just alongside the inside of the left knee. Inside edge of the left foot is down. Watch the position of my foot. Toes fall in the same line as the rest of the leg. And then see if you can lift your right foot up. If you can find that easily, take hold of the knee. Bring it close to your body. Maybe at some point you can reach for the foot as well. The hip nice and high so you don't, if you sink, it's just going to bring the weight down and it's going to be harder to take your foot and hold the pose. Break the pose. Keep your hip high, your arm extended as you move back into plank. Go on the other hand. So if you're doing a wild thing, sometimes it's If you push your hip up first into downward facing dog and move into the pose, your hips are already high. You turn on your right foot, the toes turning, the foot turning as well, so the toes are following the ankle, the rest of the leg, not out too much. Okay, so push your hip all the way up, inside edge of the left foot down. If you bring a foot closer, you'll be able to get the inside edge of the foot down. If you're too lengthened, then it's hard to get the whole foot to come down. See if you can take hold of the foot, the knee, bring it close to your body first, and then slide your hand up to the foot. Keep your right leg very, very strong. It was almost locked. Break the pose. Coming back. From here, getting ready to come forward. You can jump or walk to the front of the mat. Coming into a squat, getting ready for a crow or crane if you know that one. So push your heels, your palms together, push out into inner thighs with the backs of the arms, shoulders and the knees together. Hands down. If you're doing Kakasana, lift your heels. Keep your head, when you're first starting, keep your head higher than the seat if you can. A lot of times we're like this and then we end up doing a nosedive into the ground. So make it less scary. Imagine you're taking off like an airplane. Your head, the nose of the airplane, of course, going up first. So push into the backs of the arms, hold the breath, lift the heels, and when your shoulders come over your fingertips, hold your breath. You can pull your toes away from the ground. Maybe one foot at a time, maybe both. If you know Kakasana, you can do that one. Bakasana, your arms are straight. Bring the arms, knees into the armpits. Come forward, the arms stay straighter. And then eventually it's just the knees in contact with the back, the underarms. That is armpits. Okay, so go ahead. Even if you don't, take the feet off the ground. That's okay. Keep trying. You don't have to force your mind to do anything you don't feel comfortable. Just wait for it to come. Now from here, you can come into teddy bear if you like. If you have your Bakasana, you have to bend your arms first so that you can come down with control. Eventually you tip your chin into your chest and your forehead comes down. You can just stay here in teddy bear or eventually come up. If you can take your legs straight up, go ahead. If you want to split your legs, split your legs. And if you don't want to come into the inversion in that way, start with your head in front of your knees. Your hands can come on either side of the knees, fingertips line your knees, lift your seat. And then your hands are in front of your head, and the hands from a triangle, not beside your head. It's hard to balance. Bring your feet right close to your wrists, knees against your elbows, and again, see if you can pull your toes up off the ground. So now, settle into your headstand. If you know what you're doing, then close your eyes. You can bring your legs into lotus if you like, and come into, make the mind go quiet. If you're still working on how you get into it, you can also use a wall. The feet against the base of the wall or the base of the legs of a chair. Elbows in line with your shoulders. It's like you're doing a child pose, your seat on your heels. Don't move the elbows. Make sure you can take hold of your outer arms easily. Then take your hands forward, interlace your fingers. This one's nice because you have more weight distributed along the arms, so it's not as much pressure on the head. And then take your foot on a seat of the chair or at the height of the hip on the wall. Look at the wall again. Place your foot accordingly. One foot goes back. And if you feel comfortable at some point, pull the foot away from the wall. Make sure you're not so far from the wall that you're reaching for the wall. This defeats the purpose. You want to get close enough so your leg is bent while it's still on the wall. You hip over your shoulders and see if you can peel your toes away from the wall. Keep on working at it. Those who have good balance can do other things. You can come onto one arm, for instance. Keep one forearm on the ground. Open up the hand, the palm down on the ground. And then bring your other hand, shift your weight over to the forearm that you want to keep on the ground, and bring your other hand out in tripod. So you can take off one finger at a time until you're just on the index finger. You have to press to the base of the toes. Base way to find a balance is to have your legs split. Lean towards your arm that's on the ground, the wrist, and the head pressing into the side of the wrist, the underside of the wrist, and see if you can take your finger up off the ground. Hold your breath. You have to keep pushing through the back foot. Eventually you might be able to come up. Some of you are more advanced can take hold of the foot to move the foot back a little bit more. Come more on the top of the head. Okay. Start to make your way down slowly. If you want, you can come back into your crow, come into a tuck, push your seat forward, well, not forward, behind a little bit, so you can land your shins on the backs of the arms. You move towards the shoulders, flex your feet, hold the breath, and pick up your head before your feet touch down.
And then come back down. Child's pose. Rest.
Breathe in, breathe out. Now, next pose is shoulder stand, the queen of the postures. Some of you might know how to get in from the front. I'll just demonstrate that quickly for those. Make sure you have no issues with your shoulders and neck. So be, again, mindful of your abilities. Those, again, for those who know the practice. You bring elbows down, tuck your chin in, walk your feet close to your hands, hold the breath, press into your hands, and get your shoulders, really press your shoulders down towards the earth, and you come into plow pose. Otherwise, you just come up to the front of the mat, and what you like, and you can roll back in. So from here, just take as few rolls as you need to come into the pose. Try to get your legs up high enough so your seat comes high so you can have your hands on your back and stay there. And stay in position with your hands on your back will keep you in position. So we'll start off in shoulder stand, in the plow pose. Those of you who want to stay, feel free to stay. Or you can go into Shavasana, shoulder stand. So before I go into shoulder stand, like those of you who are not able to do that, can also do bridge pose. Bring your heels close to your seat, lift your back up off the ground. Hold your arms underneath your body and push your chest towards your chin. So you're approximating the position of the chest for as you would be in shoulder stand. The chest should look at the wall eventually. If you like the shoulder stand, is further back as much as you can. So you can't stand from the foot. Get your hands out your back and come out around both legs at a time. Reach up the toes. And to the lotus, go ahead. A full lotus, not a half lotus. You can always use your hands to help. Try to get your knees higher than your hips if you have a lotus. Breathe in. Bring your attention to the space to your eyebrows. The seat of divine perception. Keep on trying to trigger divine bliss, but bring all your devotion and attention there. Back to crow. If your lotus can do Pindasana, your thighs can come around onto your body, release on the side ahead. If you want to notice, drop and you want to bind, take your arms around the thighs, join your hands underneath your seat, just below the seat. Otherwise, if you don't have notice, turn to plow. If you want, drop your thighs against your body, try to get your knees on the side of the head. And allow yourself to just remove yourself from the distractions coming from the ears and eyes. Shut them out. Like the lady just descend, hand palm the back, palms down. Move your hands close together so the thumb tips are touching, index fingers are touching. Keep your descent controlled. No big fast crash landings. Press into your arms. Eventually, your seat will land on your wrists. Keep lowering your legs down until you're halfway down and then stop. Point the toes, charge your legs. Pick up your back up off the ground. Push into your forearms, lift your back up. Move your elbows a little bit closer in towards one another. And then lift the chest, push your shoulders back, top of the head comes down. If it's too much, keep your legs up, bring your legs all the way down. Those of you who want can even take your hands in front for flying fish. Hands together at the same angle as the legs. Breathe very fast to the nose now. Now, keep your head where it is. Bring your feet close to your seat. Those of you who are ready for Urdhva Dhanurasana, take your fingers on either side of the head behind the head. Fingers equally spread, facing away. Lift your seat. Bring your head closer in towards your feet. Turn your hands the other way. Facing now towards the heels. Turned out, and lift your head up off the ground if you can. If it's too much, just slide back onto your back. Your head back, head on the ground, and then lift your seat. Bridge pose. Push your chest up. Tighten up the sides of the hips, so if you feel your knees are over your toes, try to imagine feel it, try to get your shins completely vertical, your knees should be behind the toes. Maximally aligned here. Urdhva Dhanurasana. You can play around a little bit. Lift the heels, rock back and forth. You can, if you're as Dharmaji calls them, professionals, you can jump to the other side. Bring your feet a little bit closer to your hands. You get a little momentum. Throw your hips forward, your chest forward, in front of your arms. Press into your toes, press into your hands, hold your breath, and land on the other side. Push into your hands, back the other way. Anything you like to do, go ahead. Stay 1 more minute in the pose wherever you are. You can see you can lift one hand up off onto your thigh. Maybe bring the heels down. The other hand. Maybe raise one leg up now. Eventually you can raise one leg and one hand up off the ground even. So always working toward different things, try new experiences, be open to everything, but of course when you're ready. Don't force yourself into place again if you're not ready to go there. If your left leg is up, for instance, you take your right hand up off the ground, a little bit easier. Come off all but the index finger. Hold the breath so you can take your hand up. Of course, you switch. 30 more seconds. Keep at it. You can do this from bridge pose. Raise one leg up as well if you like. And then the other. Again, come onto your index fingers, your tips of your fingers. Move on one finger at a time until you're just on the index. And then push into your right hand so you can take your hand up off the ground. Getting ready to come down slowly. Rest on your back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Imagine you fainted. Again, inhale the best into the body. Like light, raise the light streaming in. Exhale, send it everywhere throughout. Send it to all beings. Now, make your way back up to seated position. Press into your arms, throw your legs up and behind if you like. Let's go into boat pose if you can. Take hold of your feet or your backs to your knees. Hold your feet. More challenging. Try not to bend your legs. Hold your breath and come up. Now from here, you can keep your legs like straight if you can, or bend your knees. Boat pose. Navasana. Push your lower back up and in. Breathe again very fast. Bring your feet down. Open up your feet a little bit. Heels on the outside edge of the mat. Reach. Bring your body down. You can take hold of the inside the heels, or if you're more flexible, slip your arms underneath your legs and take hold of the outsides of the feet close to your heels. Try get your shoulders lower than the knees. Keep on moving your head forward a little bit. Sink your belly down between your thighs. If you're very flexible and you can get your shoulders already lower than your knees, Kurmasana. Arms behind, fingers facing back. Bring your legs onto your arms. Very flexible and your elbows are free, take your bind. But otherwise, keep on trying to lead with the heart so your back doesn't round too much. Pull with your heels with your hands, and so you're trying to push the feet towards you and telescope your head and chest forward. Try to get your heart forward as much as possible. This might allow the back to soften and to sink a little bit. Very flexible, you can straighten your legs. Or if more flexible, you can straighten your legs and come down with your belly on the ground. And now coming back up. From here, bring your feet in. Lift your seat up off the ground. Come into half squat. Hands come behind your back. Take hold of the wrists and push your legs into the back, into the arms. Lift your seats. Try to get your head down. You can stay here if this is where you're at. This is where your edge is, or you can move your arms down a little bit closer. Tuck your chin in. Your arms go from behind, inside, the outside. Tuck your hands on the ears. Your left foot, you can climb your way back. And touch your fingers behind your head or interlace your fingers behind your head. Stop pose. Put your head right through between your legs. Lift your seat. Push your elbows out if you're in a full pose. Break the pose. Good. So from here, see if you can get one arm in behind and the other arm. If you can't, take your hands, palms down. You can come onto your knuckles. So your feet, your hands just about the shoulder width of the shoulders. Lower your seats a little bit. Bring your weight forward so your head is beyond your feet. And then see if you can scoot your feet together and press one foot in the other, or hook your feet together. Arm squeezing pose. The action of the legs squeezing against the arms might be able to get your feet closer. If you can go into Titipasana. So then your feet come forward. Your seat is about the height of the head. Otherwise you'll fall back onto your seat. Okay, so you have to come forward a little bit more. The backs, the shoulders pressing into the backs of the knees. Keep your seat up a little bit higher. Otherwise you keep falling back. Your feet come forward. Your body is level with the ground from the hips to the head, and see if you can take your toes up off the ground. Eventually you can straighten your arms. Titipasana. Otherwise, do crow pose again. Now from here, if you know how to jump back into chaturanga, you can go ahead, lift your seat, and jump back. Or just come out of the pose, come onto your belly, forehead and hands, breathe in, breathe out. Hands underneath your shoulders, roll the shoulders back, come into your cobra. Feet together for this one. Take your shoulders back. If it's too much, stand in forearms. You can hold the front end to the mat, push your chest forward away from your seat so you don't crunch your lower back. Eventually you can maybe take your elbows up off the ground, take your head back, keep your shoulders down so you don't lose your neck, and keep moving your hands closer and closer. If you know other variations, go ahead. Keep shifting from one side, move your hand closer and then the other until your hands are right close to your hips, right in front. Press into your fingertips, touch your hands. Open up your legs a little bit. Try to get as much length as possible. The whole upper body from the top of the legs up off the ground. Pick your feet up so you can bring your toes to your head. Thighs should be on the ground for this one. Once your feet come to your head, you can drop your heels, the palms down. Break the pose, come back down. Soften, breathe in, breathe out. Hands underneath the shoulders, make your way up to seated position. Legs out in front. Ardha Matsyendrasana. If you want to do another twist, feel free to. You can do Baddha if you like, or with your leg a lotus, the right leg goes on top first, and you can turn around, take the foot from behind with your right hand. Otherwise, I'll just demonstrate this one. Your left leg either bent and the heel beside your right hip, or leg extended. In this case, the foot is beyond the knee. Right hand behind the back, left arm up, go to your right. Look over your right shoulder. Twist from the base of the spine. It's not just the eyes that turn, the whole torso turns. Imagine trying to push the knee beyond the left edge of the body. Shoulders back, chest wide open. Come back, go the other way. If your leg is bent, you want to do the bent leg, make sure you're not sitting on your heel. The foot should be beside your left hip. The right foot should be beside the left hip. Right arm up, go to your left. You can hold on to your heel. If you know other variations, you can explore them. I like to hold on to the heel and really pull on the heel. Push with the back of the right arm as well into the outside of the knee. Break the pose, lie down on the back for Shavasana. Make your way down onto your back. Ease your way into the pose and allow the whole body to just sink down. Relax everything. Feel as though the muscles just instantly dissolved. Everything becomes heavy, lifeless, the flesh, the muscles just hanging off the bones. Surrender all effort. Let go of all tension. Just imagine any areas where you feel tight or tense. Imagine you're attracting to the middle of the body and then dropping it right out. Allow it to funnel right out of the body.
Imagine the best now coming in again like great beams of light. Absorb it all. Fill yourself up with it. And be grateful for all that you receive. It's coming in from all around, from all beings that are ultimately the same as us. It's all coming from God. All coming as a result of the grace that is within each and every one of us. And what you receive, be equally as willing to give as well. So you can direct it to the space, the eternal space within the residing place of God. And the center of the chest and the right side of the physical heart is the residing place of God, the spiritual heart. Hold all beings within with love, unconditional love, not just your family and friends and pets, all beings. Expand that heart space to fill up with all beings within. Preparing now to continue to share in a positive way through your day-to-day life, actions in your day-to-day life, and in all your interactions. Continue to see God in each and every being. So treat others with the utmost respect and love, for they are the same as you, eternal, stainless, immutable, unchangeable from at the core. So now come back to seated position. We'll close with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Instill the peace within, send out to all beings everywhere. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God. All is within. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful day. Much love. I'll see you soon.